Hi, in this tutorial, we are going to create a day and night cycle function which is usually used in survival games. First, set the Y angle of the light source provided by the engine to about -45 degrees, and then click Open Level Blueprint at the top of the window to open the Level Blueprint window. Next, select the desired key to create a keyboard event node. Next, create a bool variable and set the name as start. And after creating a branch node, connect it with the keyboard event node. Then, drag the start variable to the get form and connect it to the branch node. Next, get the start variable in the form of a set. Set the value to true and connect it to the false node of the branch. Next, create a flip-flop node and connect it to the start variable. Create two print string nodes, one for night and the other one for day. And connect the night string to the A pin of the flip-flop node and the day string to the B pin. Next, create a bool variable named night and a float variable named speed. Float variable defaults to around 8-12. After creating an event tick node, drag the event tick pin to create a branch node. Then, drag the start variable and connect it to the branch node. Create another branch node and connect it to the previous branch node. Drag the night variable and connect it to the branch node we created. Next, click the light source in the world outliner and right-click in the event graph to create a light source reference. Next, create an Add Local Rotation node by dragging a pin from the light source. Drag the false pin of the branch node to which the night variable is connected to create a branch node, and then connect the false pin of the created branch node to the Add Local Rotation node. Next, drag the delta second pin of the event tick to create a float multiplication node, then drag the speed variable to the event graph and connect it to the float multiplication node. Next, create a Make Rotator node and connect the float node to the pitch pin of the Make Rotator node and connect the Make Rotator node to the Add Local Rotation node to allow the light to rotate in the Y direction. Create a reference by clicking the sky sphere blueprint in the World Outliner as the same way you created the light source reference you created earlier. Drag a pin from the sky sphere reference to call the Update Sun Direction function and connect it to add local rotation. Once again, drag the pin of the sky sphere reference to create Set Stars Brightness. Set the value to about 5 to make the stars in the night sky clear, and connect it with the Add Local Rotation node. Finally, drag the sky sphere reference pin once more to call the Refresh Material function and connect it to the Add Local Rotation node. Enable Start Brightness to be applied to the sky sphere blueprint. Drag the light components pins to create a Get World Rotation node. After splitting the pins of the Get World Rotation node, create a greater than or equal node from the pinch pin, set the value of the greater than or equal node to about 75, and connect them. And connect the greater than or equal node with the branch node like the video. Get the night variable and start variable in the form of a set. Set only the night variable to true and connect it to the branch node and start variable like in the video. Now, copy the nodes created so far by dragging them as in the video. Connect the copied nodes with the previously created nodes. Drag the pitch pin from the Get World Rotation node to create a less than or equal node, set the value to around -60, and connect it to the copied branch node. Lastly, change the night variable you copied to false, disconnect the Start Brightness node to connect it to the start variable, and then change the value of the Start Brightness node to 0.1 to restore the star's brightness. If you want to see the cycle move quickly, increase the value of the speed variable. After compiling it, go to the content browser. Now, when you press the key registered in Keyboard Event after play, you can see the cycle of day and night.